Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go and be the football guy. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Knocked out quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. He wants to change this route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick completion on the out. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And the Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. The give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just checkdowns or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical, and he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Here's a heat. Got his man to the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Wants to throw again. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Touchdown, Kansas. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give from the gun. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense gets set for second down. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Quarterback making checks. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. DB's right up on the receivers. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Horned Frog!
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick 6. The extra point here would tie the game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Dropping back, it's Marshall. He unleashes a long one. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Handoff to the lone back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Charcoal! Charcoal! Charcoal!
They'll run play action. Starts to scramble to the left. Caught near the sticks. It's small. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
A first down run on the doorstep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, TCU! Fitted in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. QB draw. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Pressure coming. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab on the big throw. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive.
There he goes. Still on his feet. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Got his man. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Yeah, and the fullbacks don't run long routes. Most of the time you keep those guys short off of a little play action or a run fake. Gets the catch, secures it, gets a little bit of yardage.
Dropping back, it's Marshall. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Jayhawks are threatening in the red zone. This time they'll go to the running game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. It's caught. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Rush is on him. Going to try to get it himself. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Unleashes one. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here's the pressure, and he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the league. The guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the... and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl 8. They're up by 7 over North Texas. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Escapes trouble. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fights off a defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Might be changing the route. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Looking for a huge play. Got his man downfield. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They'll go right back to him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Zings it complete to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you...
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Looking for more room. Did some work on the return. They mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical.
He's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he makes the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Marshall. Finds his big tight end. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Cook. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Irvin. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. And the Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Rock Chuck Jayhawk. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Number 12.
The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The hand to the running back. Breaks into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frog! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. Gets away. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up.
Base 27.
They want that clock to run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. On the move, it's Payne. He breaks a tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10.
22.
Wants to throw on first down. Turning it on. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to bully their way in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more.
Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a...
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Jayhawks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Under fire. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake, but this game is well in hand.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Great place to start for this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late. Up.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated.